as we've gone over a couple times, Mom left Grosse Pointe for Michigan at 15 with $200 in her pocket. The first time she went to Radio City and watched the Rockettes, she said, "I'm going to be a dancer." And she was. To say that my mother was determined is an understatement. She used to say to me, "Figure out what you love to do, and then do it with all the passion in your soul." From choreographing a Broadway show to fixing the vacuum cleaner, Mom could do anything. I swear she was like MacGyver. She ended up living with Andy Warhol for a brief time and dancing with the Metropolitan Opera and the Ballet Russe de Monte Carlo. Eventually, she evolved into the quintessential Broadway performer. She appeared in Redhead, Conquering Hero, We Take the Town, Little Me, Two on the Aisle, Almanac, Take Me Along, Ulysses in Nighttown, and revivals of Fiorillo and Showboat. Wow. She was also in 7 Bob Fosse's musicals and understudied Gwen Verdon for many years. Plus, she was a renowned choreographer, director, mentor, coach, and published author of the book Bob Fosse's Broadway. Most recently, she'd been experiencing recognizable success in feature films. She always wanted to be a movie star. Featured in Disney's Enchanted, a role which she reprised on the 2008 Academy Awards. Did you know she performed in both the original The Producers with Sarah Mustel as well as the most recent The Producers with Nathan Lane? In December of 2008, she completed the role of dancing teacher in the Catholic school in the film Doubt, starring Meryl Streep. John Patrick Shanley directed, and he wrote to Mom after the shoot and said, and I quote, "Marjorie, you saved my ass in that scene." Thank you. She saved my ass a few times too. Mom was the quintessential theater gypsy. I learned at an early age that theater would be an integral part of my life. She raised me as a single mom, put me through 12 years of New York City private schools, and then college. So I spent a lot of time in the wings. I could knock on the backstage door at the Plymouth, the Winter Garden, or Radio City Music Hall, and they would immediately let me in. I had an account to sign for dinner at Joe Allen's and Winter Gardens. So I could do my homework and eat while waiting for Mom to meet me after a show. I called Cheetah, Gwen, Bobby, Tony, and Burgess, my aunts and uncles. It was an incredible childhood. But my mom's relationship with my real Aunt Betsy was truly extraordinary. In almost every picture of the two of them, throughout their entire lives, they're holding hands. They were each other's biggest fans. Unfortunately, Betsy passed away just a little bit over a year ago today. But I think of them together now in heaven, dancing all the time. Great artist, mother, sister. She was also an amazing friend who happened to give a great dinner party. For those of us lucky to have been at one of her gatherings, you know, the woman could cook. And in cramped quarters, or as we fondly called it, the one-ass kitchen. You can only imagine how little space there was to create these gourmet meals. I'm enormously grateful to my mother for so many things, but especially for setting an example to me through her actions, and not just her words. Her passion was for dancing, the theater, family, and friends. I'm also deeply grateful to a central group of my mother's friends, without whose help we could not have managed. We never went to see a doctor or for a session of chemo or radiation alone. Not once. I'd like to acknowledge some people individually now. So when I mention your name, if you could please stand. Elizabeth Hepburn. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Your friendship and support have meant and still mean the world to me. Your generous contributions, your selfless actions, and never-ending friendship were truly exemplary. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mom and I used to talk every day. She was so inspiring. Still taking dance class several times a week with Luigi. Coaching. She got a website. Some of her dancers over 40 were showing up on YouTube. Lecturing college students, teaching a master class, and showing them original Fosse choreography to ensure that the legacy continued. You know, Fosse before God. But as busy as her career kept her, she always made me feel like the most special person in the world. She had a unique gift for bringing out the best in people and making them feel extraordinary. The world is already a different place without her. And frankly, I don't like it. I found this prayer amongst her belongings. I thought it was appropriate, and I'd like to share it with you now. May today there be peace within. May you trust that you are exactly where you are meant to be. May you not forget the infinite possibilities that are born of faith in yourself and others. May you use the gifts that you have received and pass on the love that has been given to you. May you be content with yourself just the way you are. Let this knowledge settle into your bones and allow your soul the freedom to sing, dance, praise, and love. It is there for each and every one of us. In conclusion, I'd like to leave you with a few Beddowisms that were some of Mom's little gems of wisdom. When in doubt, improv. If you're on a good horse, don't get off. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps and move on. Another fine mess you've gotten us into, Ollie. I can't means I won't. I hate means I fear. Consistently amaze your friends and confound your enemies. Onward and upward. Tragedy narrowly averted. And words to live by. 2 Advil, a glass of wine, and a hot bath can cure anything. Now we'd like to share a DVD with you, produced by Ben Bryant. And then please join us at the Corner Restaurant on 93rd and Columbus, where we've taken over the whole restaurant and will continue to celebrate. I don't even know how to thank you so much for being here tonight.